I was never just a damsel in distress. From the moment I stepped into the rebellion's command center, I was the one barking orders, plotting strategy, and leading the charge against the Empire. Luke, my dear brother, thought he'd school me in the ways of the Force. Chuckles, well, turns out, I was a quick study. I might have been born into royalty, but I shed that tiara for a blaster faster than you can say Death Star. I was no stranger to the battlefield, diving into the fray with both courage and cunning. Rescuing others. That's my specialty, whether it was breaking into an Imperial prison to free my friends, or infiltrating enemy lines to gather intelligence. Even if it meant literally diving into the belly of the beast, like that one time on Ender where I had to navigate through Ewok traps to save Han from Jabba. Sometimes, a bit of Force persuasion could save more lives than a blaster ever could. I'd use it to turn enemies into temporary allies, or navigate through sticky diplomatic situations. Speaking of diplomacy, who said it can't be a fight? It's just a battle of wits instead of weapons. I'd sit across from pompous Imperial officials, my hands subtly guiding the conversation with the Force, turning their arrogance into agreements. But even warriors need moments of peace. I found mine in the serenity of the Force, meditating by waterfalls, letting the energy of the galaxy flow through me. Escaping from the Empire was an art form I mastered. There were countless narrow escapes, like the time I piloted a speeder bike through an Ender forest, dodging blasts and traps with a laugh, my hair wild and free. Teaching others to harness their power was another chapter in my saga. I took young hopefuls under my wing, showing them that the Force is not just about combat, but about understanding, peace, and leadership. I was more than a princess or a general. I was a Jedi, a beacon of hope for the galaxy. And that, my friends, is how I, Leia Organa, kicked some serious Imperial, but before settling down to have some even more rebellious kids with Han. May the Force be with you, or at least, may you have the sense to duck when the blasters start firing.